Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to revisit an old project that I did a long time ago after I got some questions, and it looks like there's a little bit of an update. I use Blender 4.32. So get rid of the splash screen and create a default cube. And what we're going to do is a text paint. So I want to first thing I want to do is unwrap this guy. As you can see, the default Blender already does an unwrap for you, so we don't need to do that. We need to create an image that we're going to write on. So call the image cube. Don't need no stinking alpha. Okay, there's our image that we're going to write on. Now we need to get some shader editors. Click on this guy to activate it, do a Control T. You do have Node Wrangler installed, right? And pick our cube file that we created a moment ago. And then click our cube object. Okay. Now let's go to the modeling menu, and need to go into face select. I'm using some add-ons here, machine tools and stuff. So in this case, I want to pick a single face, activate it. Okay, yeah, it's activated. Oh, before we do any further, we want to activate the whole thing. Scale 0.25. Make this a reasonable size because you don't need it that big. All right, get that face selected. Do a Control I to select the other faces and a hide. Okay, so as you can see, the other faces are hidden. Experimented with sometimes this a bit, and it seems like you don't really need to select the face, but so I'm not going to. I'm going to go into texture paint, and I'm going to pick the bucket fill and just left click on it, and see we dumped white in there. Go back to modeling, Alt H to unhide the other faces. There they are. Just pick the top one. Control I to select everything else. Hide. Texture paint. Let's pick blue. It's always in the top, right? Blue. Blue. Back to modeling. H to unhide. Let's show them here with Z. Material preview. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do the opposite side here. Okay, select that face, Control I, H to hide everything else. Texture paint. We'll call it red this time. Okay, back to modeling. Alt H to unhide. So now we have blue, white, and so let's do this. Let's pick the other faces. Pick Shift select the top one. Let's see. The front one, the top one, and this one. Do an invert to select all the others. Hide. Put a texture paint. What do you think? Let's make them green. Oops. No, we did it wrong. Okay. Unhide. Invert. hide. There we go. Back to that guy. Select green. Now what's with this line? Change the size and the line goes away. Back to our model. Alt hide. So now we have all the sides, I believe, are colored. Yes. Okay. So now let's get ready to move it over to Second Life in one swell swoop. So let's do this. We're going to do let's do one thing, Control S, save. As I've said before, I'm using an add-on to change the way some of the functions are, but yours is going to be the same, similar. So I save the cube. Now I want to go into File and External Data and pack the resources. Click Pack. Interesting, no new files have been packed. Is this going to work? We'll see. File, Export, Lada, Selection Only. Be sure to select or pick Selection Only and do the export. And as you see down here, it only exported one object. Okay, now we can go over to Second Life and import it. See how it works. Okay, at Second Life, I'm using a screwy viewer, but yours will be, Firestone will be pretty much the same. Do an upload, model, oops, where's it at? Wrong place, Blender, shapes, there we go, shapes, cube, oops, get the cube. Okay. Click the upload options and select textures, and see our textures are showing up. I'm hitting the control key and the left mouse and moving the CAD around. Right, so we want to include those. Level of detail. Let's fix the name. Call it cube, lowercase. And if you don't change the level of detail, then as your viewer's camera gets further and further away, it deforms. It looks kind of weird. Okay. Level of detail above. Now calculate the weights and fees. And here's the clue. If you see, if it's, in this case, if it's not 11 but 21, that means you're getting the textures at the same time. So we do the upload. There's our cube. Drag it out of inventory. On the ground. Let's get it. Here's our fine looking cube. Credit, let's make it shiny. Edit. Texture. Shininess. medium is sufficient. And there's our shiny cube. Let's do this. I'll rotate it a little bit, that way you can see that so that the red side is also shiny. And you see the clouds reflected off of the red side. All right, so there you have it. Quick lesson on texture painting and uploading the textures and your mesh object all at once. As a quick aside, earlier I did this object and it has a script in it. And it took a long time because there's so many faces on this, and it's an Icosphere, I believe it is. So, okay, there you have it. Hope this helps. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.